And good evening. Welcome out to Stanberry High School as we get set for our fifth night of the night here on Albany TV from the Stanberry Basketball Tournament. It's Consolation night. It's the girls' consolation game between the number 5 seed North Nodaway Lady Mustangs and the number 6 seed Stanberry Lady Bulldogs. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. The BNG in the Morning Podcast. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association. Northwest Cell. The JL Housing Company of Hopkins. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry and Maryville. Bank Northwest. West Fork Tire and Auto of Stanberry. Pineview Manor in Stanberry and Dr. Fallon Steens, DDS of Stanberry. H&B Bank in Stanberry. The Stanberry and North Nodaway School Districts. And the Printery and New Shop are located in Albany. Welcome back out again for Consolation Night. I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with cameraman and color analyst on the night, Brett Williams. Mike Atkins taking the night off. He'll be back with us tomorrow morning. Brett, for these two teams, North Nodaway comes in with a record of 7-6. Stanberry with a record of 6-7. North Nodaway comes into this game by a loss to North Andrew, 27-60, then defeats Albany in the consolation semifinals, 48-30. Stanberry, they lose to Mound City, 41-50, and then defeat Worth County, 31-22. But between these two teams, totally different styles of play. For North Nodaway, they're going to want to try and beat you outside. They're going to shoot the threes. Jacqueline Klein, Lauren Herndon, they're going to be the ones that are going to try and hurt you. For Stanberry, they want to put it inside to Amelia Wallace, Kylie Madsen, try and play from the inside out. And it'll be interesting to see which team is able to impose their will on the other.
Yeah, it's definitely a clash of styles in this game. I think each team's strength is probably the other one's weakness. Stanberry, good in the post. North Nodaway really doesn't have a solid post presence inside. They're going to look to take advantage of that. But North Nodaway, they got good guards, good shooters. Stanberry not really known for their guard play. So which team is going to be able to do what they do best and execute it better? I think Stanberry kind of has a more conservative, safer game plan. If the shots aren't flying for North Nodaway, they could really struggle. Whereas Stanberry, they're going to get the ball in the post. They're going to be, if they execute, they're going to get higher percentage shots with Amelia Wallace and Madsen inside. Big question for Stanberry is, can they get their post to stay out of foul trouble? Because that has been a problem for them, in a lot of games this season, and that's when they tend to struggle, is when they have to, get around the foul trouble of Wallace and Madsen.
And give it to Stanberry, they had to come around that foul trouble. For Amelia Wallace, she got into foul trouble early. One of their main players off the bench, in Lindsay Haley, she got into foul trouble against Worth County. Katie Engel really played lights out in that ball game. Did a lot of things right for the Lady Bulldogs. Had to do a lot of rebounding offensively. Kylie Madsen didn't quite show up the way we thought she might in that ball game, but that was also due to the way Worth County was trying to play her with Amelia Wallace out of the ball game. They really tried to key on Madsen to try and keep her away from the basket and from getting a shot to fall. So it'll be interesting to see if the bigs, again, inside for Stanberry, can stay out of foul trouble. Can they get their shots to fall? And then we saw from North Nodaway against Albany, Jacqueline Klein went off for 36 points. If Klein can do that again, I don't foresee Stanberry being able to stay with them, just because it is really hard in this sport to stay with a team when they can shoot like the way Jacqueline Klein did against Albany the other night.
Yeah, I think if Stanberry wins, it's going to be kind of a lower scoring game. If North Nodaway wins, they may put up a lot of points. I think Stanberry, they'll be able to defend a little better than Albany did against Jacqueline Klein. She was open on a lot of those shots she got. At the very least, get a hand up. And if she makes the shots, you just got to live with it. She's just making good shots. But at least get a hand up, and then you could say, well, we did what we could. We played good defense, and, she just made some tough shots, and we got to live with it.
We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame here on Albany TV when we come back in just a moment. Remember, your pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
B&G in the Morning is a weekly podcast with co-hosts Brett Williams and Gavin Chaz. Every week, we cover the biggest stories from Missouri 8-man football, the NFL, the NBA, and more. We also do player interviews. Our goal is to keep you updated on what's going on in the sports world without the clickbait headlines. Hear us on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook giving our opinions on the biggest sports news every week.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up March 25th at the Armory in Albany at 6 p.m. and their annual Tractor Pull July 8th in Stanberry. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set again for Consolation Night. It's girls' Consolation Night tonight here from Stanberry, as it's the number 5 seed North Nodaway Lady Mustangs going up against the number 6 seed and host Stanberry Lady Bulldogs. Stanberry looking for their second consolation win here on the season. They've already won at the Albany tournament, beating Albany and then Worth County in the consolation games over in Albany. Looking for another consolation victory tonight here in Stanberry. For the Stanberry girls, they are actually going to be the 3 seed over at the King City girls basketball tournament. So hopefully they're choosing not to be in the consolation game, being the 3 seed over at King City. So we will see how that will play itself out in a couple of weeks. We'll have some of those games for you here on Albany TV. We will announce that schedule at a later date. It might be a day-to-day where we announce those schedules of what games we will be calling in and what gyms. But as we get set here for tonight, we've got 2 games for you. The girls' consolation followed by the boys' consolation. We'll have the national anthem coming up for you here in just a moment. And then we will have the B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups brought to you by the B&G in the Morning podcast with Brett Williams and Gavin Schausch on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook. Here is the national anthem. And now time for your B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups. And remember, your starting lineups brought to you by the B&G in the Morning podcast with Brett Williams, Gavin Schausch on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook.
Tonight's consolation girls game against the Stanberry Green Bulldogs being your visiting team on the scoreboard, and North Nodaway Mustang will be your home team. Starters for Stanberry, number 0, Caitlin Stowe. Number 12, Amanda Hart. Number 14, Katie Engel. Number 22, Krista Walker. Number 30, Kylie Matson. For North Nodaway, number 11, Lauren Herndon. Number 15, Landon Renfro. Number 22, Jacqueline Klein. Number 30, Lacey Friday. Number 43, Ashley Harper.
So again, those are your B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups. Again, for Stanberry, it's Caitlin Stoll, Amelia Wallace, Katie Engel, Trista Lager, and Kylie Matson. For North Nodaway, it's Lauren Herndon, Elena Renfro, Jacqueline Klein, Lacey Riley, and Angeline Parker. So again, those are your starters for tonight for Stanberry. They will wear their road black uniforms here at home tonight with gold lettering outlined in white. North Nodaway will be the home team, also on the scoreboard as well. White home jerseys, blue lettering outlined in black.
Curious to see if North Nodaway is able to get their shooters going early. I don't think they want to get into kind of a slow scoring, grinded out type of game with Stanberry because that kind of suits their game plan a little better. So they got to get somebody going early, whether it's Klein or another one of their starters.
Amelia Wallace as well as Lauren Herndon will go for the opening tip-off. And the tip-off is won here by Stanberry. Katie Engel with the basketball up at the top of the key. Sends it over to the right wing for Lager. Inside to Wallace. Back out to Matson. Engel to Stoll. Again trying to send it inside. Knocked away. A jump ball this time will go here to North Nodaway. And you can tell already Stanberry trying to get the ball inside, working it back out. And I feel that is the way that they can come away with a victory tonight, is if they continue to do that throughout the ball game.
Yeah, they are. They just got to be patient. Don't have to force it right away. It'll open up.
A 2-3 zone played here by Stanberry to open the ball game. Herndon left wing. Klein inside. Right wing three, Herndon. Misses short off iron. Rebound pulled in by Riley. Her shot up. No good. And Angeline Parker sends it back out.
Yeah, you can't give this team, a good shooting team like North Nodaway, too many second chances because sooner or later they'll start hitting their shots.
And Jacqueline Klein shot no good from three. Up with it up at the top of the key, sending it right wing for Lager. Inside and not able to get it to go off glass. It's Stanberry's second shot no good. As Klein has the basketball on top of the key, left wing for Riley. Riley dribbles down, loses it, picked up here by Wallace, and Katie Engel brings the ball across midcourt. A 1-3-1 zone played here by North Nodaway. Ball up top, trying to get it to Lager, knocked away, picked up though by Katie Engel up at the top of the key. Engel with the basketball into the corner here for Kylie Matson. Gets it to Wallace up at the high post. Back over to Engel. Into the corner, Matson inside to Stoll. She will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws.
Well, good possession there from Stanberry. They waited. They didn't force it that time. They just kind of waited. Soon enough, the opening opens up down low, and they get a foul, and they're going to get 2 free throws.
Foul this time goes against Elena Renfro. That's her first, team's first. And sinking the first, here is Caitlin Stoll. Lacey Riley checks out. Checking in for her is going to be Adelia Barkas. As Stoll's second shot from the free throw line, no good as it bounces out. 1-0, Stanberry leads, 2 minutes here in the ball game. Herndon top of the key, sending it left wing. Back up top to Barkas, right wing to Herndon. Cross court pass to Klein, deep three, drains it.
Yeah, that's the type of shot that Klein was hitting all last game in there. Stanberry, that was a pretty deep three. They didn't go out there all the way, but that was a deep three. Just a good shot made by Klein.
That would have been from college range as Engel tries to answer back, misses. Rebound made by Lager, goes to the baseline, can't get it to fall. Wallace with the putback, up and good.
Yeah, Wallace's money from that range. She's got to be boxed out every time, or she's probably going to come up with it.
Over to left wing, Klein again from three, drains another. And once she starts going, it's going to be hard for Stanberry to stop her. 2 for 4 already here from behind the arc is North Nodaway, as Klein is 2 for 3. Wall is trying to answer back with a three of her own and drains it. We're tied at 6 apiece, 4:40 left to play here in the first quarter. Over to the left wing for Herndon. Klein back to Herndon left wing. Klein right wing three. Just misses that one to the right as the rebound pulled in by Engel.
You know, it's a little bit harder of a closeout that time from Stoll.
Amelia Wallace sends it up to Lager. Up top again to Engel. Into the corner for Kylie Matson. Engel drives in, has the ball blocked away by Renfro. Klein top of the key, leaving it up here for Herndon. The senior Jacqueline Klein with the basketball top of the key. 3:40 left to play here in the first quarter, and a tie ball game at 6-6. Barkas right wing. Down to the baseline. Parker's shot is going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul this time is going to go here against Amelia Wallace. That's her first, team's first.
Yeah, if you're Wallace, you got to do all you can to not pick up a second one here before the first quarter ends because they need her in there.
And the first shot is good here from Elena Renfro. Lindsay Haley checks in for Stoll after the first free throw. And the second one bounces off back iron as Wallace pulls in the rebound for Stanberry. Into the corner with it, Kylie Matson gets it to Lager. Her shot just off mark. Quickly gets it back over to Klein, left wing. Up top, Herndon from three, leaves it short. Wallace for Matson from the baseline. Her shot bounces out. Out of bounds, though, here off of North Nodaway. And a timeout to be called by North Nodaway as they lead 7-6. 2:51 left to play here in this first quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
Coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout, it is Stanberry basketball. Katie Angle to inbounds. Gets it up top, here to Lager. Haley into the corner to Kylie Matson. Into the block for Wallace, back out, Angle three. Drains it.
And those are the type of shots Stanberry needs to hit because you saw there, the second Wallace caught the ball, basically all of North Nodaway collapsed in on her. So there's going to be open shots for him for Stanberry that are there. They just need to hit them.
Klein's pass tipped away, is able to regain it, sends it over to the right wing. Herndon from three, misses off back iron. Rebound, though, pulled in by North Nodaway. Klein with the basketball, top of the key, 2:15 left to play here in the first. Stanberry with a 2-point lead, 9-7. High post for Barkus. Back out to Herndon, back up to Barkus, top of the key. Trying to get it over to Klein, left wing. Klein, little runner from in front of the free throw line, can't get it to go. Elena Renfro's shot off the mark. Ball rolling around, and it's going to be a travel as falling to the ground. Here's Angeline Parker. Right now, for North Nodaway, they are 2 for 7 from behind the three-point arc, just 0 for 3 from the two-point line.
Yeah, they need to be able to hit those three-pointers. Both those are made shots from Klein, so they've got to start hitting those if they want to win this game.
Lindsay Haley's shot from the three-point line bounces off iron. Back up to Haley again. Little runner from the free throw line off the mark. 1:25 left to play here in the opening quarter. Klein with it left wing. 9-7 is the lead here in favor of Stanberry. That one bounces away from Herndon as Renfro gets in the view of the pass coming to her. It's picked up by Stanberry. Matson baseline. Haley to Angle. Inside for Lager. Haley to Matson, inside to Lager on the block, goes up, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay here with Stanberry. Ball inbounds for Wallace, her shot tipped and picked up here by North Nodaway. Over to left wing to Klein. Ball tip, Klein picks it back up. Up to Renfro. Right wing Herndon to the baseline for Barkus. Shot long, rebound pulled in by Stanberry. Haley sends it out to Angle, trying to send it inside to Lager. as I believe Lager kind of took that pass right away from Amelia Wallace and then saw Wallace standing there and ended up walking with the basketball.
Yeah, I don't think she knew that Wallace was right there.
11 seconds left here in this first quarter. Klein, top of the key. Right wing, Herndon 3, misses it. And we will go to the second quarter in a 9-7 Stanberry lead when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Dr. Darcy Richardson of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Richardson can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Richardson at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow.
9-7 is the Stanberry lead as we enter the second quarter play. It'll be North Nodaway basketball. Jacqueline Klein with the basketball up at the top of the key. Sends it over to the right wing. For Barkus back up top over to left wing again to Klein. To Barkus over to Herndon. Stanberry making a conscious effort to know where Klein is on the court at all times. Herndon from just past the right elbow can't get it to go. A jump ball goes here to Stanberry.
Yeah, and they're just making it tough on their jump shooters. They haven't been able to hit as many shots as they did against Albany, but that's just because they're flying to their shooters. They're making it tough for them. They're making sure none of these shots they're getting are open.
Angle for Haley inside now to the corner to Madsen. Wallace from the baseline. Bounces in. And I still think Stanberry not quite doing what they probably could by trying to go inside right at this North Nodaway 1-3-1 zone. They're almost trying to play around it still as they're going to get a travel here against Barkus.
Yeah, I think they'll get some higher percentage shots if they try and get it inside, and at the very least, I think they might get some fouls and get some shots at the free throw line.
Both teams 1 for 2 so far from the free throw line as Riley checks in for Barkus again here for North Nodaway. Angle into the corner here for Madsen. Madsen spins, her shot no good. Rebound is going to be picked up. This time by Parker. Herndon gets it across to Klein. Riley right wing, Herndon 3. Misses off the mark to the right. Ball tipped around, picked up by Lager. Over to the right wing to Wallace, up top. I believe now it's a box and one as Parker comes away with the steals. I believe North Nodaway in a box and one, face guarding against Amelia Wallace.
Yeah, trying to take her out of the game. She's been the one that's hurt him the most so far.
Driving in and laying in the little floater that time is Herndon. First points from inside the arc tonight here for here for the Lady Mustangs. Kylie Madsen in the corner for Lager, trying to send it back out to the wing. Lindsay Haley up top to Engel. Gets it to Amelia Wallace, trying to send it down to Madsen. Can't control it, picked up here by Parker. Stolen back away by Kylie Madsen, and she's going to be called for the travel. Stoll checks in here for Haley. And Barkus checks in here for Parker. I had Parker face guarding against Wallace. We'll see if North Nodaway stays in that defense as Riley drives baseline, loses it, picked up here by Wallace. Angle into the corner for Wallace, back up top to Lager. Her shot off the mark, Matson with the rebound and the putback.
And North Nodaway, they cannot give up so many offensive rebounds. They've got to get a box out, especially on Matson and Wallace.
Klein from three, maybe getting a touch of it there is Katie Engel. And right now it sits at a 13-9 lead here for the Lady Bulldogs. 4:42 left to play here in the second quarter. Lager runner from the baseline, off iron. Rebound is going to be pulled in here by North Nodaway. Into the corner, Klein. She's got room, takes the shot, off back iron. Stoll with the rebound and will be fouled.
Well, Klein missed a shot, but they kind of left her again there. There was two people in the area, but they were just kind of looking at her, and she's already hit 2 threes to this point, so you've got to have a hand up and basically be giving her no space.
Barkas picks up the foul, her first, team second. Barkas now face guarding against Wallace in that box and one as Stanberry feeds it inside to Kylie Matson, who knocks it down. She's got 4 points now here in the ball game. 15-9 is the lead here for Stanberry halfway through the second quarter of play. Find to Barkas over to the right wing to Herndon, down to the block for Riley, back up top. Barkas from inside the arc. Can't get it to fall, tipped around, picked up by Wallace. Angle with the basketball, top of the key, sends it right wing for Lager. Kylie Matson falls to the ground and is going to be called to a travel here. Lager will check out. Checking in for her is going to be Eva Cameron. 3:28 left to play here in the second quarter, 15-9. The Lady Bulldogs of Stanberry with the lead here over the Lady Mustangs of North Nodaway. Up top, Herndon three, top key, drains it.
I think it was a matter of time before somebody else hit a three-pointer there, and Herndon there had pretty good amount of space and knocks down a good shot and trims this deficit to a one possession.
Katie Engel into the corner here to Kylie Matson. Drives, puts it up off glass, no good. Rebound made by made by Riley. And they're going to get a timeout here by North Nodaway. 2:51 left to play in the second quarter. It's a 3-point Stanberry lead, 15-12. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
And welcome back out again to Stanberry, coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online, pettyjohnauto.com. 15-12 is the Stanberry lead, 2:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Bringing the ball across midcourt here is Jacqueline Klein. Up top here to Herndon. Over the left wing and down in the corner again to Klein. Herndon to Barkas. To Renfro in the corner. Back up top to Herndon. Left wing Klein, open three. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Cameron. And North Nodaway doing exactly what they need to do against the Stanberry defense, continuing to pass the ball along the outside to move the defenders until they get the open shot, as Kylie Matson gets it inside the paint and puts it down for two.
Yeah, they are. They're just not hitting him at the same level, and that's kind of the thing with a lot of these high-volume type of shooting teams that love to shoot the ball. If no one really has it that night, it can be tough to win.
Over to the left wing with it here is Barkus. Up top to Herndon. Klein left wing. To Barkus up at the top of the key for Renfro. Trying to send it in the corner. Wallace comes away with the steal. Goes off of Parker into the hands of Kylie Matson. 1.5 left to play here in the opening half. 17-12. Stanberry leads. Katie Engel drives. Puts it up off glass for 2.
And it's been several possessions in a row now where King City's gotten to the paint, or Stanberry's gotten to the paint, hit those shots. And we kind of said that earlier that they needed to look more at that. I feel like they've gotten back to that here in the second quarter.
Klein with the basketball, top of the key, sends it right wing to Barkus. Up top now to Renfro. Over to left wing to Herndon into the corner for Klein with a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Right wing for Barkus, back into the corner, tipped out of bounds off the hands here of Amelia Wallace. 55 seconds remain here in the half as Stoll and Cameron check out as Lager and Haley check back in. Jacqueline Klein sends to the corner. Herndon 3. Just rolls out as Matson pulls in the rebound, and she is going to be fouled. The foul here against North Nodaway is going to be the second against Barkus, team's third. And Lacey Riley checks back in here for the Lady Mustangs. Angle sends it over to Haley. Back up top to Lager. Right wing for Kylie Matson. Into the corner. Back inside to Matson on the block. Goes up and puts it in for 2. Kylie Matson having a night down inside for Stanberry with 8 points.
I also feel like Matson's looked to score a little more this quarter. First half, I felt like she probably would have passed that up. There she shoots it and puts it in.
And that Jacqueline Klein drives in, misses on the first, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. 23-14, 10 seconds remain here in the half. Lager into the corner, angle 3, off the mark, rebound pulled in by Herndon. Her shot from midcourt, just off the mark. So we will go to the half with Stanberry leading by 7, 21-14. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
The North Nodaway School District board members and staff are proud of their students. Whether it be on the floor, out on the field, or in the classroom, the North Nodaway staff roots for their Mustangs to succeed. The North Nodaway School District is preparing individuals to become productive citizens and lifelong learners. The North Nodaway School District wants to wish all of their extracurricular teams the best of luck this academic year. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County School Districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up March 25th at the Armory in Albany at 6 p.m. and their annual Tractor Pull July 8th in Stanberry. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
And welcome back out again here to this girls' consolation game here from the Stanberry tournament. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here of girls' consolation night from the Stanberry tournament. BTC Bank, Penny John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle trophies and awards north in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. The B&G in the Morning podcast, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Northwest Cell, as well as the J.L. Houston Company of Hopkins, American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry, Northwest Chiropractic Clinic of Stanberry and Maryville, Bank Northwest, West Fork Tire and Auto of Stanberry, Pineview Manor in Stanberry, and Dr. Fallon Steens, DDS of Stanberry, the H&B Bank of Stanberry, the Stanberry North Nodaway School Districts, and the Printery and New Shop are located in Albany. Remember, tonight's halftime brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. Taking a look here at the stats from the first half for Stanberry. They're shooting 7 for 18 from behind the two-point arc, 2 for 5 from behind the three-point arc, so shooting a total of 9 for 23 so far from the floor, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And for North Nodaway, I don't know how many times I'm going to call them Northeast Nodaway tonight. I apologize for that. For North Nodaway, they are shooting at the moment 5 for 23 from the field, 2 for 9 from inside the three-point arc, 3 for 14 outside of it, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Stanberry led in scoring by Kylie Matson with 8 points, Amelia Wallace with 7, Katie Engel with 5, Caitlin Stoll with 1 point for North Nodaway, Jacqueline Klein with 8 points, 5 points for Lauren Herndon, 1 point for Elena Renfro. And, Brett, we've talked about it a little bit. Stanberry is getting a lot of their points whenever they're going inside, breaking through that zone, and really attacking this team inside, where North Nodaway, if they were going to win, they were going to have to hit the ball from outside. But Stanberry's defense doing a very good job at quickly realizing where Jacqueline Klein is, trying to make somebody else beat them.
Yeah, so Stanberry's seen North Nodaway play in this tournament twice now, so they kind of know that they're going to want to shoot the ball, and so they knew that coming into this game. And like you said, I thought they've done a good job of not leaving the shooters open, especially Jacqueline Klein, making it tough. If they hit the shot, oh well, we'll live with it. We got to make sure we have somebody that knows where Jacqueline Klein is at all times and get a hand up. And even with Herndon, same thing, because she'll shoot the ball too. So just get a hand up. In that first quarter, it was kind of close after the end, maybe a 1 or 2 point deficit.
It was a 9-7 ball game.
So, yeah, 9-7 at the end of the first quarter. And like you said, I think Stanberry wasn't really attacking, getting in the middle of that zone as best they could. They're able to extend it to a 7-point lead in the second quarter. And I think that a lot of that was due to them getting in the middle of that zone, finishing inside. And it wasn't just Wallace and Madsen. I think a lot of different players had shots inside the paint. Oh, the dribble drives were open, and they hit their shots, and now they're up 7. And I think at this point they got to keep sticking with that. You know, there's going to be halftime adjustments that are made, so maybe North Nodaway will focus more on trying to make them shoot the ball. But I think Stanberry has a couple people who could knock down the shots too. North Nodaway's just got to focus on hitting their shots in the second half because they were not able to do that in the first half.
And, you know, we kind of talked about Kylie Matson. In the games that we've seen her, maybe outside of the Albany tournament earlier in the season, she looked to be a little bit more offensive-minded. Then she had a really rough night of shooting against Worth County. Comes back tonight, doesn't stop shooting. She's got 4 already to fall down for her inside. And that, I think, is what has kind of helped lift this Stanberry team, is if Kylie Matson can score, that can really take the burden off of Amelia Wallace, take the burden off of Katie Engel outside as well. Katie Engel's hit 1 from the outside. Amelia Wallace has hit 1 from the outside. But if Madsen can continue to score inside, that will relieve some of that pressure outside for some of those Stanberry guards to maybe get a shot from the outside.
Yeah, I thought she was kind of passive in that first quarter. I thought there were times where she caught the ball on the block or close to the block and maybe could have made a move and got a shot at the rim, and she really didn't do it. I thought she did that much better job of that in the second quarter, and that coincided with Stanberry being able to build on this lead, and I don't really think that's a coincidence.
We'll be back with the start of the second half. All a part of your Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in a moment.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificate to deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
21-14, Stanberry girls with the lead here over North Nodaway. It'll be North Nodaway girls basketball. For North Nodaway, they'll send out Herndon and Klein, as well as Barkus, Parker, and Renfro for Stanberry. Stoll, Engel, Lager, Wallace, and Matson. Now a 1-2-2 zone played here by Stanberry. They played a 2-3 start as Jacqueline Klein with the 3 from the right wing, or from the left wing, can't get it to fall. Barkus, though, with the rebound. Up top here to Herndon, over to Barkus. Into the right corner, trying to get it to Klein, stolen away here by Engel.
Yeah, I think that zone maybe took North Nodaway a little bit off guard there, and they force the turnover. Stanberry does.
And Lager with her foot on the line, drains it. Herndon with the basketball here for North Nodaway. Sends it over to the right wing here to Barkus. Back up top for Klein, over to left wing. Into the corner to Herndon. Up top to Klein. Reverses it. And right wing for Renfro, up to Klein. Over a minute already gone here in the third quarter of play. Trying to send it up to Klein, stolen away here by Lager. She'll have it knocked away, picks it up in the paint, and a jump ball stays here with Stanberry. And a timeout going to be called by Stanberry with 6:40 left to play here in the third quarter. They lead 23-14. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Dr. Darcy Richardson of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Richardson can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Richardson at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow. Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
23-14, Stanberry girls lead here over North Nodaway. 6:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Coming out of the Petty John Alma Center timeout, it's Stanberry basketball. Ball inbounds here to Matson. She'll have to pull it out here for the Lady Bulldogs. Gets it up to Wallace. Over to Lager. Open shot. Nails it.
So 4 quick points for Lager, and for North Nodaway, 2 possessions so far facing the zone, and they've kind of just been passing the ball around it to this point. They've really got to try and get it inside because two possessions, 2 turnovers so off the second half. Not very good.
The best way to attack a zone is to attack it and try and drive through it to move the defenders. That time Renfro does it, but gets trapped, sends it back out here to Barkus. Klein in the corner, sends it back up to Barkus, over to the right wing here to Renfro. Back into the corner, Herndon for Renfro. Reversing it back to Barkus. Herndon from 3, drains it.
Well, Stanberry finally got a little bit too slow on the closeout, and they passed it around for a little bit, and they get a 3-pointer from Herndon. I don't know how sustainable that's going to be in the second half, though.
And Amelia Wallace from just in front of the free throw line drains it. Stanberry starts out this second half on a shooting 3 for 3 from the field, as this one goes to the hands of Barkus out of bounds. As checking back in, Lacey Riley here for Adelia Barkus. Walking it across the center court logo is Engel, sends it right wing for Lager. Again, her foot on the line, hits off back iron. This time can't get it to fall. Trying to send it right wing. Driving in is Klein. Her shot off inside iron, gets the rebound, goes up, gets the bucket and the foul.
There, Klein catches the ball and immediately looks to get to the rim, and she misses the first shot but cleans it up and gets the foul. And I thought that was the best offensive possession they've had of this quarter.
And the foul goes against Trista Lager, her first, team's first, as Klein's free throw rolls out. .440 left to play here in the third quarter, 27-19. Stanberry with the lead in the basketball. Lager trying to send it into Kylie Matson, spins on the block. Her shot just off the mark. Rebound pulled in here by North Nodaway. Klein sends it over to the left wing, and pass going to be tipped out of bounds off the hands there of Trista Lager. Lindsay Haley will check in for Caitlin Stoll with 4:19 left to play in the third quarter. Again, Stanberry leads 27-19 here in this girls' consolation game of the Stanberry Girls Invitational Basketball Tournament. Haley gets a hand on it, picks it up, gets it to Lager. Puts up her shot, leaves it short, but will be fouled, and will going to line to shoot 2 free throws. If she looked up, she had a wide open Katie Engel on the opposite block as well.
Yeah, she did. So far on defense for Stanberry, it feels like they're getting their hands on a lot of passes that North Nodaway is trying to make, and it's led to quite a few turnovers to open up the second half.
Renfro picks up her second free throw, team's first here of the half. Lager hits the first. Second free throw from Trista Lager hits off back iron as the rebound is pulled in here by Amelia Wallace. Up top to Haley. Dribbles in, and she is going to be fouled and will go to line to shoot 2. As they're going to get the foul this time on Lauren Herndon, her first, team second. First free throw attempt here from Lindsay Haley. Rolls around and falls off. second free throw attempt upcoming from Haley. Is good. (29-19), it's a 10-point Stanberry lead. And again, Angle gets in the way of it, but looks like she may have got hit in the eye. As Stanberry looked like they were going to have a fast break with that. But Angle gets hit in the eye. North Nodaway comes back with the basketball. Angle will check out. Checking in for her will be Eva Cameron.
Well, that was a break for North Nodaway because, again, they one of their passes gets tipped, and so far that's been Stanberry's best offense is just deflecting these North Nodaway passes.
Renfro trying to get it into Klein. Gives it to Parker on the opposite block. Off the glass, good for two.
Now that looks good. They get inside the zone and opposite block's wide open. They get a good shot.
Lindsay Haley sends it right wing to Lager. Inside for Wallace. She'll spin around, goes hard at the hoop, can't get it to fall. And Kylie Matson will be fouled here on the baseline as she tried to come away with the rebound. Foul will go against Lacey Riley. That is going to be her first, team's third. Ball inbounds to Wallace, gets it to Lager in the corner. Wallace up to Haley, top of the key. Lager back to Haley. Up to Eva Cameron. They'll get it to Wallace, has it stripped away here by Klein. Klein leaves it up top, over to Herndon. Into the corner to Riley. Up top to Renfro. Right wing. Klein drives, trying to leave it off for Parker, knocked away by Wallace, picked up here by Eva Cameron. Bringing it across, here is Haley. Spins inside the paint, puts up a shot, off front iron. Gets her on a rebound, puts it back up, and gets this one to fall.
Second chance points, you give up too many of those, it becomes harder and harder to win.
And the shot that time, no good, off the hands of Lacey Riley. 31-21, 2:15 left to play here in the third quarter. Matson back out for Eva Cameron with just in front of the three-point line. Can't get it to fall, and this one goes out of bounds here off of Elena Renfro. Katie Angle will check back in here for Stanberry. 2:06 remains here in the third quarter, 31-21. And it'll be a jump ball, goes here to North Nodaway. 2:03 left to play here in the third quarter. 31-21 is the lead in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Jacqueline Klein will send it over to this time to Herndon. And the shot from Herndon from the baseline, no good. Renfro is able to pull in the rebound. Gets it up top to Jacqueline Klein, top of the key. Into the corner, Herndon, open three, drains it.
Close out there was a little late from Wallace, and that gave Herndon the time to put up the shot, and that was a good look.
Katie Angle sends it right wing for Lager. Up top to Haley. To Matson, left wing for Angle, back inside to Matson. And Lager again nails another.
Lager's been huge for Stanberry in this third quarter.
I said it was Kylie Matson in the second quarter. It's Trista Lager here in the third. 1:03 left to play here in the third quarter. Up top here for Klein. Klein falls down with it as she's dribbling. Gets it to Lacey Riley along the base, along the sideline, and a jump ball will go to Stanberry. .4 left to play here in the third quarter. 33-24, Stanberry with the lead. Lager up top here to Haley. Left wing for Angle. Inside to Kylie Matson, spins, puts up the shot, and sinks it. Stanberry with an 11-point lead here, underneath 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Driving in that time is Klein, can't get it to go. Rebound is pulled in by Lindsay Haley. Katie Angle, 15 seconds. Wallace up to Haley. Lager again with her foot on the line. Long. Rebound pulled in by Parker. 5 seconds. Klein. And a foul going to be called here against Stanberry with 1.8, and it's going to go against Lindsay Haley. And that is going to be her first, team second.
Yeah, that's just a big no-no. You can't foul with just a couple seconds like that. They're just going to have to throw something up, so why foul?
The pass declined for three at the buzzer. Drains it.
Because there they get a shot where her feet are set. She can hit that shot, and that's exactly why you don't do that.
35-27. It's the Lady Bulldogs lead. We'll go to the fourth quarter when we come back in a moment.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
The North Nodaway School District board members and staff are proud of their students. Whether it be on the floor, out on the field, or in the classroom, the North Nodaway staff roots for their Mustangs to succeed. The North Nodaway School District is preparing individuals to become productive citizens and lifelong learners. The North Nodaway School District wants to wish all of their extracurricular teams the best of luck this academic year.
35-27, Stanberry girls with the lead here with North Nodaway girls in this girls consolation game from the Stanberry Invitational Basketball Tournament. It'll be North Nodaway basketball. So not only do they get the last second shot to fall in, but they get the ball to start the fourth quarter. And the pass there to Klein going to be knocked out of bounds off her hands.
Well, I was just about to say that they score here. North Nodaway can start to gain some momentum off of that three, but unfortunately, they turn the ball over once again.
Caitlin Stoll gets it in here to Wallace. To Angle, baseline, her shot off the mark. Walking it across, here is going to be Herndon. We'll get it back to Herndon inside, back out to Renfro. Over to Klein, and they're going to get a foul on Lager. Anticipated the pass nicely, just a hair too late, and she will pick up the foul. Still not a bad foul, as that's going to be her second, just the team's third. Herndon will inbounds, 40 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. They'll get it to Barkus, back up to Herndon. Over to Klein, right wing. Barkus trying to send it into the corner. Lager knocks it away out of bounds. Lacey Riley will check in for Barkus with 7:07 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 35-27. Lady Bulldogs with the lead here in this girls' consolation game. Wallace runs up and steals it, but is going to end up on the out-of-bounds line.
And North Nodaway gets a little lucky there. They keep trying to force that pass to the corner, and it's not going to be there if you float it up over the top like that.
And again, Angle gets her hand on the basketball, hits off of Riley, and then picked up into the backcourt here by Jacqueline Klein, and not quite so certain that's the right call, as it was tipped there by Angle a little bit. As a timeout going to be called by Stanberry, a 30-second Petty John Auto Center timeout. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Stanberry School District is proud to support the Stanberry Bulldog students in all of their extracurricular activities. The Stanberry School District's winning culture is cultivated from hard work and determination, not only in sports, but also through hard work in the classroom from the beginning of a Bulldog's academic career. The Stanberry School District wants to wish the Stanberry Bulldogs the best of luck this winter sports season.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Remember your timeouts tonight here on Albany TV. Brought to you by Petty John Auto Centers. Check out Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany, as well as online at pettyjohnauto.com. Lager right wing. Up top to Stoll. The Lager, right wing for Angle. Getting it to Wallace. 35, 27, 6:35 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Madsen throws the ball away, looking for Stoll on the wing, who had driven to the basket. Herndon, right wing, inside for Parker. Trying to send it out. Wallace knocks it away, picked up by Madsen. Angle with the basketball, top of the key, left wing for Stoll, inside to Wallace, and she'll go up off glass for two.
That was a good pass there from Stoll. Probably had the three, but she passes it up for an even better shot in there to Wallace.
Klein is going to be tripped up and fouled here by Stoll as Stoll fell to the ground. Ends up tripping up Klein as she falls to the floor. That was the first foul here against Caitlin Stoll, team's fourth. Up top to Klein, gets it into the corner. Here to Herndon. Klein drives and is going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul will go against Trista Lager. That's going to be her third now, team's fifth, with 5:55 left to play here in the fourth quarter. First free throw from Jacqueline Klein is good. Lindsay Haley will check in here for Caitlin Stoll with 5:55 left in the fourth quarter. Second free throw attempt is good as well from Klein. She's now got 15 here in the ball game. Lager puts up the three, can't get it to go.
And we're not super late in the game yet, but I feel like one pass and a three isn't really what Stanberry wants at this particular moment when they're up by 8 points.
And this one going to be knocked out of bounds off the hands here of Katie Angle. And it's kind of like what we say, if you have that look at the beginning of the offense, you're probably going to have it a little bit later too. If you just try and pass around, look for a better shot. Herndon, top of the key, into the corner. Riley with her foot on the line, long rebound is going to be pulled in here by Stanberry's Katie Angle. 5:15 left to play here in the fourth quarter, 37-29. Angle right wing to Lager. Over top the defense to Wallace, off glass, gets the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, that's big mistake there from North Nodaway. No help side, and then when it does get there, it's late, and Wallace converts to and one, and now this leads back up to 10 points for Stanberry.
With a chance to go up to 11. Foul that time goes against Lacey Riley, her second, team's fourth. And the shot from Wallace from the free throw line is no good. 5 minutes left to play. A timeout will be called here by North Nodaway. 39-29 is the Stanberry lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. 4:59 left to play here in the fourth quarter, 39-29. is the Stanberry lead. North Nodaway with the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Ball inbounds here for Renfro. Sending it up top now. With it is Jacqueline Klein. Klein from deep three and misses short.
Yeah, that was pretty deep three, but North Nodaway looks like they're trying to score as quickly as possible, get back in this. They're under 5 minutes, double-digit deficit.
Into the corner up top now for Angle for Haley. The Lager inside for Wallace. Wallace spins around a couple times, puts it off glass for two.
They were trying to surround her there, and they did, but Wallace just shoots it over everybody, and that's kind of what we thought Stanberry would be able to do in this one, and there we just saw it.
At the moment, 9 for 15. Stanberry from inside the three-point arc here in this second half. And 9 for 16 here in the half, including the outside shots. Lacey Riley over to the right wing to Renfro. Into the corner here for Herndon. She'll put up a shot from right wing and drains it.
Yeah, North Nodaway needed that one. They get this under 9. They just need to keep stacking up these stops, and they need to score. When they get a chance to score without Stanberry scoring, they need to do it.
Wallace drives, sends it to Lager, baseline, her shot off the iron. Fighting for the basketball, Wallace and Riley to be a jump ball, stays here with Stanberry. Barkas will check in here for Riley with 3.5 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Katie Engel will inbounds. Inbounds to Wallace. Out to Haley. Lager with her foot on the line, off the mark to the left. And they're going to get a foul here on Stanberry with 3:19 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Foul this time goes against Lindsay Haley. That's her second, team 6. Next one will put North Nodaway in the bonus. Stanberry continues to play their 3-2 zone. With it right wing is Barkas. Renfro up top to Herndon. Trying to get it to Jacqueline Klein inside, leaves it off for Parker. She will be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The foul this time will go against Kylie Matson. That'll be her first, team 7th. Angeline Parker's first free throw is no good. And misses on the second as well as the rebound is pulled in here by Amelia Wallace. Katie Engel walks it across the center court line up top to Haley. 41-32, Stanberry leads. Lager to Haley at the high post, puts up a shot off the mark to the left. Rebound going to be pulled in by Stanberry and pulled back out here by Katie Engel.
And now that's an opportunity for Stanberry to waste more time in this with that offensive rebound.
You're at the point in the ball game up 9 with 2:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Unless you have an open shot, you might choose to take it as Wallace goes up and gets fouled. We'll go to the line here for 2 free throws.
Yeah, I'm really not. If I'm Stanberry, I'm really not shooting any more jumpers unless we get a shot at the block. I think we just, try and dribble this one out.
Foul goes against Barkas. That's her third, team's 5th. And hitting the first free throw is Amelia Wallace. Second free throw attempt from Wallace. Bounces out. So it sits at a 10-point Stanberry lead. 2:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. Klein in the corner trying to bring it into Parker. Back out to Barkus. Up top, Herndon from 3. Off the mark to the right. Rebound pulled in here by Wallace. Lager right wing, up top here to Katie Angle, and a timeout called here by Stanberry with 1:46 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
1:46 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 42-32 is the lead here for Stanberry. They have the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Ball inbounds up to Lindsay Haley as North Nodaway looking like they're going to come out in a more of a man-to-man defense. They still have one more foul to give before they put Stanberry at the line for the 1-and-1, and they're going to get a foul here on Herndon.
Yeah, North Nodaway, they've got to up the pressure here. The only hope they have is to force some turnovers and as well as some missed free throws from Stanberry.
That's the second foul on Herndon, the 16th foul, so both teams will now be in the bonus. Lager will inbounds. Trying to get it inbounds to Angle, stolen away here by Klein. Takes it through the hoop and will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws.
That's what they need. Thought she was going to have an and one there for a second, but they'll take the 2 free throws as well. You just got to make sure you hit them. It does you no good if you miss one of 2 or even miss both.
3 for 7 so far tonight is North Nodaway from the free throw line as Klein hits the first here. And the second free throw rolls out. Parker is going to be tied up here with Stanberry's Wallace, so it'll stay here with North Nodaway due to the jump ball. Trailing by 9, North Nodaway with the basketball. Ball inbounds to Renfro, trying to get it to Barkus. Can't control the pass, picked up here by Kylie Matson. Angle over to Haley. And she is going to be fouled here with 1:17 as Herndon will pick up her third. And Lindsay Haley will go to the line for the 1-and-1. First free throw from Lindsay Haley is good. Five for 10, exactly 50% here from the free throw line is Stanberry tonight as Haley hits them both. 44-33, timeout called by North Nodaway. 1:14 left to play here in this fourth quarter of this girls' consolation game here from the Stanberry Tournament on Albany TV. We're back with more in a moment.
B&G in the Morning is a weekly podcast with co-hosts Brett Williams and Gavin Schaus. Every week, we cover the biggest stories from Missouri 8-man football, the NFL, the NBA, and more. We also do player interviews. Our goal is to keep you updated on what's going on in the sports world without the clickbait headlines. Hear us on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook giving our opinions on the biggest sports news every week.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
44-33, 1:14 left to play here in this fourth quarter. It'll be North Nodaway basketball right at about the mid-court line as we come out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. North Nodaway trails by 11, but here in the half we're shooting 4 for 7 from behind the three-point arc.
Yeah, they've been able to hit more shots this half than the first half.
And at the moment, shooting 7 for 21 on the night from behind the three-point arc.
Stanberry's also expecting them to go for the threes, though, as well.
Herndon from 3, misses, and the rebound is going to be out of bounds.
Stanberry's going to be really keying in on not letting him hit any three-point shots.
At first, I was going to say they're not giving much pressure here, down 11. Lager brings it across the timeline. And Engel will pass it over now to Haley. Inside to Wallace. Spins. Puts up the shot. Leaves it off front iron. Underneath 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Klein with the basketball. Sends it right wing. Barkas has her shot blocked by Engel.
And that's one of those. Engel probably knew she was going to shoot it, so she was able to jump there and get that block. If it's early in the game, she may not try and jump for that and block it.
And at this moment, if North Nodaway isn't going to foul here, I don't think they will, as they end up fouling Wallace on the shot here with 27 seconds.
Yeah, under 30 seconds. That's going to take something pretty incredible for North Nodaway to get back in the lead, down 11.
And Barkas picks up the foul. That's her fourth. And we're about to see a line change here for North Nodaway as Wallace hits the first free throw.
So, yeah, definitely not going to try and foul and play the free throw game down 12 and taking out all their starters.
Barkas will stay in. Checking in for North Nodaway is Andrea Jenkins, Lacey Riley, Jackie Ray, and also checking in Emily Kehoe. For Stanberry, they will also make a change, as in for them is Grace Madsen, Eva Cameron, Danny Van Draska, and Lindsay Haley, and then they will bring back in Caitlin Stoll if Wallace can hit the second free throw, and she does. Wallace finishes the night here with 18 points here in the ball game. 46-33, Stanberry leads, 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Stanberry about to come away with the consolation win here in their own tournament. 15 seconds remain. Ball tipped up into the front court, picked up here by Jackie Ray. Quickly send it over to Lacey Riley. For Barkas up top to Kehoe. And the shot no good at the buzzer by Jenkins. And we will be back with your BTC Bank postgame and tonight's Winners Circle Trophies and Awards North player of the game when we return in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Winners Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winners Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winners Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winners Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winners Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winners Circle North.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry, where the Stanberry girls come away with a consolation win here at their own tournament by a final score of 46-33. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany, Winners Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Albany Ivy and the BNG in the Morning podcast, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Northwest Cell, as well as Pineview Manor in Stanberry, H&B Bank in Stanberry, Bank Northwest, JL Houston Company of Hopkins, West Fork Tire, Dr. Fallon Steens, DDS of Stanberry, The Stanberry and North Nodaway School Districts and the Printery New Shop are located in Albany, along with American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Taking a look here at the scoring for the ball game. Stanberry ends up shooting tonight 20 for 48 from the field, and they end up shooting 4 for 16 from behind the three-point arc, 7 for 13 from the free throw line. They are led in scoring tonight by Amelia Wallace with 18 points, 10 points for Kylie Matson, 7 points for Trista Lager, 5 points on the night for Lindsay Haley, and 1 point on the night for Caitlin Stoll. For North Nodaway tonight, they end up shooting here on the night 6 from the 2-point line. They end up shooting 6 for 36 from the 2-point line, and from the 3-point line tonight, they end up shooting 10 for 25. From the free throw line, they end up shoot 3 for 7. So North Nodaway, they were led in scoring tonight by Jacqueline Klein, 14 points for Lauren Herndon, 2 points for Angeline Parker, 1 point on the night for Elena Renfro. Brett, tonight our winner circle trophies and awards North player of the game could have come down to a couple of Stanberry players. Kylie Matson played a really good first half. Trista Lager played a really good second half. But the only player that really kind of showed up for both halves offensively and defensively tonight is she had a heck of a game on the boards, had a couple of steals, then also was able to be the leading scorer for Stanberry was Amelia Wallace as she finishes the night with 18 points.
Yeah, when Stanberry plays well, she leads the way most of the time. But I thought tonight the role players did a good job stepping up. I thought after that kind of, so-so first quarter, I thought Kylie Madsen did good. And then they had some other players step up down the stretch of the game too. And that's ultimately why they came in and won the game. Wallace is always going to get hers, but the role players stepped up tonight. I thought they did a good job, and that's why Stanberry was able to come out on top, as well as a poor shooting night from North Nodaway, which we hadn't seen so far to this point.
We'll be back with the boys' consolation game between Worth County and King City when we return in a moment here on Albany TV.